Alright, there's been a new After the Flash patch, so I'm going to be covering that. It's update version 2.7.0.0. Of course, 3D clothing has been fixed. I just borrowed one off the workshop, so... I mean, not workshop. I think that's Steam. I just borrowed one off the catalog, so here to showcase that 3D clothing works again, which is amazing. And of course, we have free cam, which is incredible. So of course there's a few updates to the UI, faces, votes, all that, then free cam, control C, which, comes up with this cool UI. You can still, use animations on your character like X and C still work. That's why I'm crouching there. And of course there's a few controls on that first option, then the left and right arrows. I don't know if there are controls for mobile, but the left and right arrows can help change what filter you're wanting to use. So of course there's that one, just regular view, which you can build in, which is surprising. And then the next view is just no UI at all. You'll see that in my latest two skits that I used that camera UI option. Then of course you can use your controls and everything. Then the next UI is like a security camera sort of thing, which I find pretty cool. Then of course sort of like camera, camera stuff, I don't know what to call it. Of course those funny bars and camera stuff. I find it pretty cool, at least. And that's the free cam. Of course I think these are the two new buildings, but I'll just let you look at them. It lags a bit when you load in, but they updated the Heron Street apartment and the Heron Street rec center. So you want to take a look at both of those if you have time to. And something I got very excited about, because I told a bunch of people that wanted like a green screen, ATF, and then I saw this room and I'm like, oh my god, green screen. So yeah, I found that very cool. Thanks, Chad, for adding that one. Shame the lights don't work, but it is what it is. Of course, there are a few new morphs. So we have the we have the Eldritch Mutant Abomination, which I find pretty epic. It looks pretty cool. And of course, there is also the South Point State Basic, which I can see how that would fit in. And of course, the Omni tool is back for private servers, so you can change atmosphere and all that. I don't see any option to change the time or freeze like the time, like day-night cycle. Maybe I'm blind, but that would be very useful to implement, just saying. And don't let me forget that they have updated Gearman's funny speech. There will be an eye in the corner of the old Gearman speech of an old video of mine, but here's the new one. Very interesting. And that is it for this update. Please check out my 2 other videos concerning about the new content that's come recently.